Don't worry about it, pal.
Around about now is the time when on the screen it comes up, Carp 1, James 0. Drop now, drop now, drop now.
Right, there you go. Right over you now, right over you now.
Yeah, it is. Ow.
Yes!
Oh, he came out of nowhere. So I'm making a couple of rig tweaks. Not only have I changed the hook bait to match the pellets that I'm using, both Elle and I kind of discussed it and agreed together that potentially the fish are spooking off of those bright hook baits.
Oh, I spooked off it again, mate.
Did?
Every time.
Rig I've been using for several years now. Caught loads of carp on it.
There's 2 carp on the spot whilst I'm sat in the tree above them. Tell me when they go. They're literally right beneath us now.
Yes. Yeah, look. Look, that's great area. Yes. They've done it again, mate.
Again, no hitting the lead. My hook link's
the right
too long.
way, though. You come the
hook
perfect
link's too
way.
long. The lead hasn't been touched again.
For the first time since arriving at the lake, Jimmy had left the rods out overnight. Time was very much against us and we wanted to keep disturbance to a minimum, which certainly hadn't done us any harm. We were up at the crack of dawn and straight away were seeing fish. They were far from going crazy, which felt all too familiar, but the rods were out, the swim was settled like it hadn't been before, and at arguably the most fruitful time of day for summer fishing.
Will our 53rd plan of...
We just got to stick here, sit quietly this morning.
Yes.
And just fish like we'd fish.
Yeah.
Up until this point, all the activity had been down to our left and we'd almost forgotten about the other spot, but a quick inspection would reveal something quite interesting.
Wow. That was very different. Obviously the bait is gone. There's quite a bit there.
Yeah, there is.
But look at the middle of the spot. I feel like that looked really different a second ago. Look at the...
Yeah, the stone.
The stone, I don't know, maybe not, maybe it's the light. They just look really... It looks dustier, doesn't it? Maybe it's the light.
I think it's the light, mate.
But look, see them big stones?
Yeah.
Down to the right here. You got in the old yesterday's shot, you got at the in the foreground of the shot, you got 2 white stones, 1 big white stone. And in today's shot, look, that big white stone is polished, and then there's another one being revealed next to it. That's carp.
Go back again, mate. Go back again. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's very different. Yeah.
So
There's all muck in front
yesterday.
of it. Yeah.
And that's today.
Yeah. Something's happened on that, mate. 100%.
Put a rod in it.
I'd like to get a bite off that spot. I prefer that spot to the one we're on by a mile, because it's dustier, it's muckier. That spot we're on is absolute machine gun gravel, isn't it?
Yeah.
The easiest place for them to do you on.
Yeah.
And see everything.
Put a rod in it, mate, why not? We'll keep an eye on it at least, won't we?
That's the better spot
Is there
for
carp on this spot now?
a little popper.
No.
Wanting to waste no time, and with no time to waste, Jimmy grabbed his bait bucket and headed round to the far side to put some bait in front of our second camera.
I really want to get a new spot going. That one in the edge is extremely polished, loads of stones, and very easy for the carp to potentially spot the rig, be ultra cautious over it. So I want to get this spot going, which is a little bit siltier, which might make things a little bit easier. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of bait in, probably a bit more than I have done on that gravel, and keep an eye on it for the next few hours. If fish visit, we'll get a rig on it.
Climbing carefully into the tree, Jimmy was able to get right above the spot, giving him the perfect view of the camera and where he would want to place his bait. And into the crater went several big scoops of both boilie and pellet. It might look a lot compared to what most people tend to use in the edge, but these fish like their food, and as Brad, the fishery owner, had said earlier in the trip, he finds the more bait, the more confident they are.
Come on, James, please, 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 yes.
Let's drop.
Oh my
No,
God.
he didn't have it.
Rubbed off his chin.
Oh man, I thought that was it. Oh, staying so calm.
That's really
mate.
close as well, mate. Look.
Staying so calm, mate. But they're still there, mate. This is what we want. They're on the spot now.
2 within. Oh, that, mate.
I'm not reacting because I feel like they can hear us.
I f***ing am. I hope they do hear how cross I am with them.
That literally rubbed it on its chin.
And then the other one was within inches of the other bait. God, it came out the gloom, moved slowly towards it, started to drop down, and then it dropped down just behind the hook bait and just brushed along its chin.
I think I'd rather keep getting in and out than this. At least they're taking it.
4 fish. Come on. 5 fish.
They're all right at the back. Bill.
Mate, yeah.
I reckon he's a good foot away, do you?
Nah. Your hook bait was there, man. He was only there.
That's it back there, isn't it?
Yeah, 6 inches. I reckon.
Yeah,
I hope we can get this a sustained period of feeding this morning, no disturbance.
I think we'll have chances if that happens.
Like, we can just keep them going now, not have to redo the rods, not have to like
muck about too much.
Look at him sitting there, just sitting down on the floor.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the big one.
It's a good fish. It's not the one with the floppy tail.
It's not.
No. It's one of the bigger ones.
Just sitting there, isn't it?
Yeah, sitting on the deck. Parked his belly. Up he goes.
Oh, they'll have a bit more.
Looks like he's got a lovely head on him.
Yeah,
that
he's
one,
a nice
doesn't
carp,
he?
that.
Yeah, kind of a snake.
Yeah, he is. He likes sitting on the bottom, that one, doesn't he?
Look at him, he's parking himself again now to chew.
He's stewing and then going, oh, for a little sit down. Reminds me very much of one of the cameramen round here. People are going to be like, why the f do you boys keep going into northern mode?
One of the cameramen round.
Go on.
Go on.
See him? Cool, he's nuzzling, man. He's having a little sit down again.
How cool is that?
It is.
He literally eats.
Yeah, he's the only one that seems to do it.
Chews. I think I'm catching him.
Colin Bernard. We should name him Richard.
He has a little sit down every time he eats. It's great. He does it, then goes, just sits down to the bottom.
There, chews, then right.
Gets back up again.
Eats, and then goes brrr.
Honestly.
Mate.
This could be a chance if they all come in.
Yeah.
Why did they just do that?
He's still eating at the back, them two are still eating.
It's such hard work, aren't they? They just don't seem to carry on.
It's funny, like if I was fishing a spot like that, I'd be thinking 9:30, 10:30, somewhere in that window is when I'm going to get my bite today. And it might be that they're often turning up at ages before, and
Usually he's not getting
you might get a bite at 10:30.
But you're not knowing that they're going in and just flashing away from it every time. It will be happening all the time when we're fishing, won't it?
Every shoot, mate. You sit there, you think, haven't had a bleep, haven't had a liner, haven't seen a show.
Actually, could be herds of them in there.
You see loads on the screen. Wow.
This is what we want.
6 fish all around the rig. Wow, look at this footage. This is great footage. Yes.
Please now, you mate.
It's the lead.
You now. You now.
Wow, look at them all.
They all swim off.
There's another one. No one.
They have 3 mouthfuls and then they all swim off. It went from 5 then
Right, yeah, mate.
to none. Back again.
7 or ain't there 7 or 8 of them now?
There was.
Yeah. They're here though, mate, and they've got no reason to go yet.
As what felt like another golden opportunity slowly ebbed away, we began to question why these fish were acting like they were. Jimmy did come extremely close on the pop-up rig, but before long, things quietened down, and once again we were left feeling like the chance was over. But why? We couldn't help but wonder what was causing these constant missed opportunities.
If you're fishing on your own, even putting the bait boat down there, rather than Jimmy wading in the water and driving his bait boat down there, Jimmy's wading in the water, 2 people are crunching around him, I'm climbing into a tree, over the spot, shouting back to him.
I mean, it's not scaring them, it's putting them on edge, isn't it?
It's 20 to 30 times the amount of disturbance I'd normally be exposed to, isn't it?
But they're not coming in, mate. They're eating.
And there's a great camera on the spot. And there's this.
They are eating though.
Yeah, but they're not. The guard
they're
isn't
not
down.
fleeing the swim, but
The
they are
guard is
cautious.
up.
They are cautious.
The guard's up, isn't it?
It's not a normal fixture situation.
You can't really see a world in which you wouldn't have had bites
No.
down this margin on you if you was here for 3 days on your own, can you?
No, mate. The first thing Phil said yesterday, he said you would have had bites by now on your own. You do when you come.
Whatever the reason, that morning spell, which looked really good, was now over. And whilst the swim was quiet, Jimmy decided on another rig and hook bait change, this time incorporating a more discreet white tipper and a PVA mesh bag of crumbed boilies.
This time we're going ultra supple. Reason being is because the fish are so finicky, it's a joke. And on those stiff hook links, they just don't seem to be working. So the emphasis on this is that the supple hook link will allow the hook bait to shoot back quicker in the mouth, a lot easier than the stiff hook links did, with a very, very slow sinking hook bait, a little bit of dust on the end to stop tangles, hopefully kick it out. Let's see what happens.
Keen to get the rig back in the water as quickly as possible whilst the fish had vacated the swim, Jimmy wasted no time getting the rig into the hopper and then carefully drove the bait boat down the margin and under the canopy. It was a smooth process by now, and in no time at all we had the PVA bag in position and the fish left undisturbed.
The bag looks non-existent, which I like that. It's doing its job to keep the hook safe, but then is that moved? Have you just been done or something? Is that bait weren't there a minute ago, mate?
I was just about to say, why is it behind a mussel?
Your bait was not there a second ago.
No, it wasn't. It was on top of the lead.
Have you just been done whilst we was watching that clip?
The lead is there. The hook bait was on top of the lead.
Oh no.
And there's no bag there.
No, the bag's gone. The bait is in a completely different position. Oh my God, have you been done?